Hello YouTubers, we're here with the top 10 horror movies. Number 10, The Shining. It was a movie that intensely grabbed you and it had scenes that will always remember you. Like Here's Daddy or whatever how it went, but it was a very good intriguing movie from a good horror writer, Stephen King. It's a very intense and, as I said, an intense good movie. So go check that out. Number 9. Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, and I would also like to include in total the season and genre. I mean, it was kind of like a spin-off of Tales from the Crypt in a way, or vice versa. It was a very good movie. It kind of was weird. It just had stories that were kind of different from Tales from the Crypt, but it was not better than Tales from the Crypt, but it was still good, and it was really weird and awesome. Number 8, Tales from the Crypt, the movie, and the season shit. Because this one was really weird, and you can never forget the Crypt dude. He's freaking weird, funny, and crazy, and it's just a great show slash movie. So yeah. Number 7, Evil Dead genre. Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. They grab you by the balls. They have scenes in that movie that will probably still haunt you if you saw them when you were a little kid. From the mommy coming out of the freaking cellar saying, "Hush, little baby, don't you cry," to the freaking trees and all that freaking craziness in that movie. And plus, the best part of it is the comedian dude in that. And what's even more funnier, they made it into a musical. Such a great horror movie turned comedy. So if you haven't seen this one, definitely go see this. Number 6, Child's Play. Honestly, the reason why this is put here over the rest is because imagine watching this as a little kid and you play with action figures. This will literally freak the fuck out of you. Because honestly, seeing things come to life really impacts a childhood life. But now, knowing it became a piece of shit with Bride of Chucky. The first two were very good. It was a very scary, weird, satanic hints movie. So yeah, it's another good old flick. Number 4, Puppet Master. God damn, this scared the shit out of me to have another hint of satanic religion come into a view. It's very crazy. It's very intense. I really wish you never ruined this though, because the story really honestly was misplaced though. They placed all the movies in different areas. Because after the third one, you're like, what the fuck's going on? 1 and 2 made no sense. And then they made a 5, and they made Retro. But otherwise than that, that's why I cannot say a lot about this movie, but it's called a legend, because I admire it with my heart. It's a very good movie, and it still has good point of views that can still haunt you today. From the people doing it in the first movie, and then, all freaked out because somebody's in the room, and the girl looks under the bed, and she gets drilled in the head. All those classic scenes. Number 4, Friday the 13th. Holy crap. We all can remember this movie. Jason Voorhees drowning, his mom getting revenge, and then he rejoining. Another great satanic movie, man. Don't pass that satanic movies, but this was pretty nuts, And it was a very good movie, though. Even though they made so many of them, we all enjoyed them. And we probably all could remember Freddy vs. Jason, which was very more intriguing. But Jason would always go down in our hearts. To me, he'd be a number 4 horror flick. Number 3, From Dusk Till Dawn. I put this higher than Jason is because even though he may not be, it was not a slasher, insane, getting your heart pumping movie. I put this as number 3. It's because it was in your face, totally a dude flick. You had naked chicks, you had booze, you had criminals, you had guns, and yes, even one of the movies had the Wild Wild West. And you put that in total, you get From Dusk Till Dawn. And you get vampires. Oh yeah. The whole flick of it, from the first one, from the 2 Gecko brothers on the run, headed to the bar, titty twister. I know. You got naked chicks, booze, and then you get a whole rumble fight, and they found out they're vampires. The sequel, bunch of dudes that trying to steal money, and then they find out the sequel wasn't that great, but you know what, hey, but the original will always go down as a great movie. And the third one was not half bad, but that's a great movie, and if you definitely have not seen From Dusk Till Dawn, get off your ass right now and go see it. Number 2. People will say this deserves to be number 1 for the all-time scary movie. I will admit, this scared the shit out of me, but it is very, very still a very fucking scary movie. Nightmare on Elm Street still gives me fucking nightmares. Just thinking about Nightmare on Elm Street haunts me. From when my parents told me to see the movie when it first came to theaters, through my whole life, it's just scared the shit out of me, and it will still haunt me. Because I remember when I was a little kid, because of this movie, I had a sleeping disorder. I couldn't sleep till I just literally passed out of tiredness for like 60 years of my life. This movie was the scariest shit ever if you're a little kid. But as you get older, it's like, eh. But let's see what's number 1. But hey, let's recap. Into number 10's The Shining, 9's Tales from the Dark Side, 8's Tales from the Crypt, 7's Evil Dead, 6 Child's Play, 5 Puppet Master, 4 Friday the 13th, 3 From Dusk Till Dawn, 2 Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's check out what's number 1. Number 1, Hellraiser. Holy shit, the granddaddy of satanic religion / movies. This bitch scared the shit out of me, like crazy. From the dude just sitting there butt naked in the sewers playing with that cube that will haunt people to the rest of their lives. That cube. From the Pinhead dude to all those other versions, that movie was insane, crazy, and awesome. That will definitely go down in history. And Clive Barker, you're one crazy ass motherfucker. I only wish you never got ruined with your freaking game. Now let's have some admiring movies that would have made it, but were all great. Pieces. We'll never forget Pieces from when the kid looking at his daddy's porn and then chops his mommy in half. To Leprechaun, to a lot of great horror movies. I would put zombie movies on there, but see, when I made this list, I wanted to focus on shit that scared the fuck out of you. That literally had you jumping off your seat at true horror. None of that crap today we all watch. So rate, comment, subscribe. I'm out, YouTubers.